All right, let's talk about Liverpool and this summer transfer market. And I think we can all agree Liverpool are actually ready for next season because they've been making very good signings. Let's talk about the first one, which was Jeremy Frimpong, and they had to bring in a player for that position, considering Trent moved to Madrid. And Frimpong, I feel, is a very good one. The only problem here is will he be able to adapt to a four at the back system coming from a three at the back system playing under Bayern Leverkusen where Xabi Alonso was, and right now Xabi Alonso is in Real Madrid. But I believe he should be able to adapt to maybe a four at the back system. That shouldn't be a problem for him. Another issue could be adapting to the Premier League if it's never a guarantee, but if you're in a team that is doing well, where you have good players, so settling into the league should be sort of easy for you, especially when where if you're in the club and a team that is doing very well, playing at the highest level. And Liverpool are doing very well. Like last season, they were exceptional. They did well. But Frimpong in that right back position is a very good signing, and he has the ability to go forward. He knows how to attack, and also is it like in terms of the ability to go forward? It's there's just similarity there with Trent, but the passing is where we know Trent is way better than him in terms of that passing ability. But he has the ability to go forward. Also, he has the ability to defend. I don't know how good he is defensively. I don't really watch Bayern Leverkusen that much, except maybe where they are playing Bayern Munich, like those big kind of games, or in the Champions League. But I know he has the ability to go forward very well, and he was very instrumental in the season where they won the Bundesliga. But defensively, I don't know how good he is, but that shouldn't be a problem. He's a top player. He should be able to adapt and improve on his game in that aspect if he's not good at that. But Frimpong, I feel, is a very good one. Very, very good signing for Liverpool. Now, the other player I'll be talking about is Kerkez. And I didn't really see this one coming. But if there's one thing I know in while watching Liverpool last season, if there was a weak point in that backline, it was Robertson. Robertson was the one that was like the weak point in that backline position because I can't remember, but there were games where they were cutting him through and some goals called like Liverpool considered goals from that his position. Robertson on that club did very, very well, and we all know he has given his all to Liverpool. He has been an exceptional player, and this is just due to the fact that age is on his side right now, and you can't expect him to be performing at that high level. And this is the right time to bring in someone to replace that position. Not Robertson. Just he's a very good. I like Robertson. He's a very good left back. I feel he's one of the most underrated in the Premier League. As at the time when he was very good, he was very, very underrated. But right now he's no more at the top of his game, and I feel it's just due to age. But bringing in Kerkez is another good one. I really don't watch Bournemouth. I watch Bournemouth, but not all their games. Only maybe where they play the top teams. But I think that's a very good one. I was expecting maybe there'll be one of the left back in the Premier League. I felt maybe a club would poach would be Robertson from Fulham. That was the one I was expecting maybe one club will actually pick him up this season. But Liverpool decided to go for Kerkez, and it was very, very, very clear. He Kerkez actually wanted to move to Liverpool. It seems he didn't want to even listen to any club. I was just saying. I think I was saying the media talking about how his parents were really focused on him moving to Liverpool. Like it has always been a dream for him to play for Liverpool. So even before the deal started, you could tell it like it was a done deal because this guy wants to play for Liverpool. But bringing in someone now to play in that Robertson position is very, very good, considering I'm sure Robertson will likely I feel maybe he has few more seasons in Liverpool, and by the time he's out, Keke should be able to settle in well, and that position should be like his own. He should be able to own that position, that left back position. But I know last season, if there was a position that was like in the back line, if there was a weak point in that defensive line, it was Robertson because Konate, Van Dijk were doing well. Trent I think Trent had injury issues, but whenever Trent played, he was very, very good. He was exceptional. But Robertson was that position, that left back position that you could tell Liverpool needed to make a very good signing for that position. And now let's talk about. We could say this is the signing of the summer. This is the signing of the summer, and Florian Witz. And honestly, I didn't see him moving to Liverpool. Honestly, I didn't see him moving to Liverpool. You'd be expecting in Madrid, maybe because Xabi Alonso is moving there, and that would be the advantage for him to move to Madrid. But bringing in Florian Wirtz, one of the best attacking currently right now, one of the best attacking midfielders in Europe, is a very, very good move for Liverpool. I know people talk about price tag, and price tag has nothing to do with the player. It's just the way football is. If you're talking about Liverpool spending money, honestly, the truth is, you watching this video, tell me a top manager currently right now that has won without spending money. Do you know how much PSG spent before they could get this Champions League? Any top manager right now playing at the highest level, managing at the highest level, needs money to win trophies. Name it Guardiola, Luis Enrique, any manager. They all need money right now. The way football is right now, you need money to win. So that price tag has nothing to do with Florian Wirtz. That is his. It's just his value. That is the value. It's just the value. And is it worth that price tag? That's another discussion. To me, if you say 60 to 70, maybe, but is it what it's not really for me? It's not worth the 100 million price tag. But then again, right now in football, I can say who will I use for an example right now? That is like, let's say Yamal now, Lamine Yamal right now. It would be ridiculous if you're trying to buy that guy. It would be ridiculous. Even I don't even want to go. I don't even want to stretch it to Lamine Yamal. I even want to talk about this guy, the right winger in PSG, the young guy. I'm sure PSG to put a ridiculous price tag on him if they are trying to sell him. So it's just the way football is right now at the moment. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like once you just have maybe two or three good seasons, your price tag does go very high. And Witz right now, like I said, it had nothing to do with him. To me, is it worth 100 million? No, he's not. But we pay between 60 to 70, fair. That's it. But it has nothing to do with him. But if you're trying to say, oh, Liverpool are spending money, of course, like everybody should spend. Everybody needs to spend money. Like right now, you can't. I don't think you can win. You can dominate. You can be at the highest level if you're not spending money. And sometimes I don't even understand how, if your club, if clubs are not spending money, the fans of that club will be complaining they are spending money. And now when clubs are spending money, other rival fans will be talking about why they're spending so much money. Man, well, I guess at the end of the day, is what makes football interesting for all of us. But Witz is a very, very good one. And again, in that midfield position for Liverpool, Sabosai to me was like, it was like the weak one when you compare Gravenberch and McAllister, because those two guys were very, very exceptional for Liverpool. And bringing in Witz right now will be a very, very good one. So we could see a midfield three of Gravenberch, McAllister, and Witz. Witz has the ability to create chance. He has the ability to carry the ball. He knows how to score. He knows how to dribble. So that would be a very good one. And that would be a very good midfield. Honestly, to be a very, very, very good midfield. He's a very good player. Very, very good player. And like I said, the price tag has nothing to do with Witz. Like, we're even hearing rumors, even Rodrigo in Madrid. See how Madrid are. I think we're hearing rumors about Madrid putting 100 million for Rodrigo. 100, yeah, Rodrigo is a good player, but come on, like, it's just ridiculous the way clubs like value their players right now. But trying to criticize Liverpool for spending, I don't think it makes sense, because right now, for you to win, you need to spend. For you to win, to be at the top level, there's no manager right now in Europe that does not spend. There's no manager like every manager spent to be at that top level to keep winning. And bringing in Witz is a very good one for Liverpool because they need that kind of player. Because in that midfield, to me, Sablosai was the weak one. He wasn't really effective compared to the other guy. He did his bit throughout last season, but compared to Gravenberch and McAllister, you could tell he was like the weak one. Now, when you talk about Liverpool's front, I'm trying to understand how that front will play. Mosala, of course, will still have his right position. I don't know the Nunes situation. Maybe they might decide to sell Nunes. And on that left hand side, they have Diaz, they have Gakpo there. So maybe they might decide to play a Gakpo, Diaz, Mosala up front. Maybe that will be a midfield of Gravenberch, McAllister, and Witz, which that left-hand side, to be fair, one player that did very, very well for Liverpool, or for me, on that left-hand position in this season, and I feel maybe he was a little bit underrated, was Gakpo. Gakpo did exceptionally well last season. He did well. He moments where he was playing consistently, he did very, very well. And they still have Jota as well, although we know Jota is almost getting to that age as well where he's not performing at the highest level. But so far, we can say Liverpool are actually ready for this summer. They are for next season. They are actually ready, and there are still talks about them trying to bring in McGay from Crystal Palace, who I believe was one of the best in the last Euro. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, was one of the best defenders for England in that last Euro. So bringing in a defender too, that's not a bad one. I think Kwansha is a guy that is, I think he might leave, and they need to replace that position as well. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Liverpool, doing very good business, and for me, for a club, if you win the Premier League and you want to go back again to challenge for it, man, you need to strengthen your squad, because winning it once is not easy. Retaining it is very, very difficult. You can see the likes of Man City, Chelsea. Everyone is spending this summer. Everyone is recruiting. Everyone is spending, trying to make their squad very, very good. So criticizing Liverpool for spending, to me, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, because you need to spend right now in football to win trophies. But yeah, that's it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. And thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much.